Now to some breaking news overnight in Minnesota, where just hours ago we learned the man accused of shooting two Democratic lawmakers and their spouses in Minnesota is in custody.
NBC's Jay Gray has the latest from St. Paul this morning.
Good morning, and here at the Capitol you can see just behind me a growing memorial to the victims as we start to learn more about the manhunt. A massive team of officers and agents stalking the suspect through the woods and making their move just after nightfall. After more than 40 hours on the run, tactical teams close in, capturing Vance Boelter overnight.
There's no question that this is the largest manhunt in the state's history.
Federal, state, and local agencies searching for the man they say murdered State Representative Melissa Hortman and her husband Mark, and in a separate attack, severely injuring State Senator John Hoffman and his wife Yvette. Bullet holes from that shooting visible through their front door. The break in the case came Sunday afternoon. Officers locating an abandoned car Boelter is suspected of using after the attacks in a rural area about 50 miles southwest of Minneapolis and just minutes from his home. Then, after a tip from a resident, honing in, tracking, and surrounding Boelter.
The suspect crawled to law enforcement teams and was placed under arrest at that point in time. There was no use of force by any member of law enforcement.
Agents say Boelter was armed when he was taken into custody. A criminal complaint unsealed after his arrest shows police found at least 3 AK-47 rifles, a 9mm pistol, and a kill list in his car, a ballistic vest, mask, and police-style badge on the ground outside the vehicle. Evidence, and what police stress, is still an open and active investigation.
Now begins the hard work of looking at what the motive is, looking at putting this case together.
As the Twin Cities struggle with overwhelming loss. Investigators say Boelter carried out the attacks on his own, and after the arrest, Governor Tim Walz promised justice will be served, saying the shootings were unthinkable and that they've altered the state of Minnesota. Jay Gray, NBC News, St. Paul.